Hey, what's up guys? My name's Dev. Today we're sitting in the Audi. I'm actually in line at the car wash. That's why I don't have a seatbelt on. So don't freak out. Don't freak out. So today is an extremely exciting video. I am super stoked to be partnered with Integrated Engineering. If you guys saw my last video, I installed their carbon fiber intake system. I've been in touch with Cody and Zane over there at IE, and they have been taking incredible care of me. But we are headed to Integrated Engineering, their headquarters. I'm local here to them in Utah, and I've been working with Cody and Zane, like I said. We're headed there to get my B9.5 S4 tuned, and we're doing a stage 1 ECU tune and a stage 2 TCU tune, a transmission tune. And they just released an awesome new feature with their advanced launch control, and I cannot wait to show you guys what this is. It is going to be so rad. So if you guys are unfamiliar with IE and their tunes for the B9.5 platform, I'm going to read you some of their specs coming off of their website for their stage 1 ECU tune and some of the benefits and features that it has. One thing that I'm really excited and looking forward to is these cars come with an auto stop start, and with this tune you can eliminate that. Every single time I get in this car, I shut it off with the button. I'm sure anybody who drives these does the exact same thing, and I cannot wait to permanently shut it off. It's something so small, but something extremely annoying if you have to do it every single time. Another thing, these cars are limited in neutral. You cannot rev past, like, I think it's like 3,500 RPMs or something, which is ridiculous. But now with this tune, it opens up your revs, so you no longer have a limiter. So that's super exciting too. It also says on their website, brake boost enabled for rolling launches, which is super exciting. If you don't know what brake boosting is, it's when you use your left foot on the brake, full throttle, it builds boost, and then you let off, so you can do like a rolling launch. With the stage 1, you can also run flex fuel if you'd like. You can do their flex fuel sensor and then run an E85 map. There's multiple maps that fall under their stage 1 category. But for me, I'm staying on regular 91 pump. The only things I have done to this car are a full exhaust and a IE intake. That's it. Now, so a stage 1, like the kit that I'm doing, is for your basic bolt-ons, like kind of what I have, intake, exhaust, you know, just you're kind of keeping it full bolt-on. The one big difference between stage 1 and stage 2 is that with stage 1, you are keeping your factory downpipe. My choice, I live in Utah, I live in Salt Lake County. Salt Lake County has emissions. I don't feel like dealing with it. That's my choice. Like, I didn't buy this car to be the fastest. I just bought this to be a really fun daily driver. Now, stage 2, those benefits of going catless are huge. You see some crazy power numbers, and so many guys do it, and it really wakes up this platform. So if that's something that you're interested in, IE is 1000% the way to go, and they can supply any tune that you need for stage 2, stage 3, however far you want to take it. So some of the features or benefits of stage 2, coming straight from their website, is more aggressive crackles in dynamic mode, so you get those really, you know, it's kind of Euro standard is all those burbles. You can have crackles enabled in free revving, so like park or neutral. So if you really decide to go stage 3, which is obviously the highest, bigger turbo, stuff like that, bigger injectors, things like that, you're going to be making like in the 7s, which is a totally different ball game. But if you are looking for something like that, Integrated Engineering has that. If you too are going to buy anything from Integrated Engineering, you can use my link down below, my affiliate link. Helps me out, helps you out, helps me build the Audi, helps me build the Tacoma. Everybody's happy. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of this video. Appreciate it. This is genuinely the longest I've ever waited at a car wash, but I think a bay just opened. So I'm gonna spray this off real quick because we've had the most disgusting rain I've ever seen in Utah over the last couple days. And then we have like a 30-minute drive to IE, and then I'll be right back with you. All right guys, here we are. As you can see behind me, IE. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to meet these guys. Let's check out some stuff in the parking lot. Look at this Harley Quinn, dude. So rad. I haven't talked to anybody, so I don't know if it's real, but super sick. Here's my B9. As you can see, it's looking fresh. It's pretty dirty right now. I just lowered it on some H&R springs. That front fitment is pretty dang solid, but anyway, there's a GTI, there's some cool stuff, bunch of Euros. I'm definitely in the right spot, so let's go meet these guys. All right guys, as you can see, we are here at IE, and in the background you can see some of their shop cars. I am here with my car. We have it all hooked up. So an important thing when tuning your car is to hook up to a battery charger to make sure that your ECU does not drop below voltage. That would suck. Obviously, if you drop below voltage, it actually ends up bricking your ECU, which is not fun, and nobody wants to deal with that. So They cannot preface that enough. All right guys, I have my PowerLink all set up. It's super simple. You put in some of your basic info, and then it will bring you to a screen that looks something like this. It has already found my device. You have to allow your Bluetooth and stuff like that. It's found my device, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit connect. All right guys, after you hit connect, it will then bring you to a screen on your app here, which shows you all of your gauges. This is kind of like the home screen of the app. At the bottom, you have a couple buttons. Starting from the left, going to the right, you have the Tune tab. You have Live View, which shows all your gauges, which you do get multiple sets that you can look at. I've got things like ignition advance, boost gauge, it shows your air to fuel ratio, stuff like that. So super cool. You can pull this up with like a phone mount while you're driving, and you have a live view of your stats. And then the third tab from the left is the tools, which is basically a engine diagnostic, right? It's like an OBD reader, so you can clear codes, read codes, stuff like that. Super great, kind of like a 2-for-1, right? And then on the far right is a settings. You can change your dark mode, change your units, and you have support numbers and stuff like that if you need to get in contact with IE. Where we will be is here on the left tab. So some of the things that you need to check off before doing your tune is making sure that your phone battery is at 20% or more. Make sure that your phone remains 6 feet or less from the PowerLink device. Connect to a battery charger, like I was just saying. Make sure that your voltage doesn't drop. The car hood must remain open while the update is installing. Connect the PowerLink to your OBD2 port, which obviously that's something that you have to do to even connect to your phone, so check that off. Then make sure that your ignition is turned on, but sorry, I just don't want to show you this, but at the very bottom of the screen you will press continue. It has some info that I don't want to show on camera just in case there's anything you can get with it. So for me, I'm doing stage 1, and I will be doing a stage 1 91 octane. So after I have that selected, you will have your credits loaded at the bottom. And then you will hit buy now, just asking me to authorize my VIN number. Will then bring you to this screen once you purchase your tune, and you will then hit begin flash. Requires minimum 91 octane. Yep, I put 91 in my car, so here we go. It is at 0%, and I will get back to you guys when I am fully flashed with my stage 1 engine tune. Look at that, look how fast it's going. We're already up to 9%. Alrighty, so the stage 1 engine tune took about, I don't know, 10 seconds and it fully flashed. So now we have moved on to the stage 1 transmission tune, which I will then be flashing a stage 2 transmission tune afterwards, but it does require that this one gets flashed immediately. Something I will show you, but I do want to touch base on, is if you are flashing a stage 1 or stage 2 TCU tune on your B9, B9.5, more specifically the B9.5 Audi S4s, and S5s, is some of these transmissions are locked. I've been talking to Carter here at IE, and he says the higher chance of being locked is like 20, 22 and newer. My car is a 21, so I do have a good chance that it is unlocked still. But when you purchase the tune, the stage 1 engine tune, it does come with an unlock test that will be a part of your tunes when you select transmission, which I will show you on the screen. But that allows the car, it runs a test to see if the car is actually unlocked and able to tune. So that is very important to do before purchasing a transmission tune if you do own a B9.5 or newer. I do think it's important to do even if you own a regular B9, because there'd be nothing worse than purchasing a tune and then obviously not being able to use it. So I'm going to show you on a display here. This is the IE RS5. It's actually sitting on a dyno right now, making crazy power, of course, but I'm going to show you the display of what the new active launch control looks like. And the reason I'm doing that on this car is because almost all of the B9, B9.5 cars have digital displays, but my S4 is actually a very special spec, and it only has manual gauges. So if you have a digital, this is how the advanced launch control will work, and this is what you will see and how you adjust it. Alrighty, so what you're gonna do is everything is adjustable through your cruise control stick. So you will pull it forward, and it will then bring your RPMs all the way up like that. You saw that display. And then if you hard click down, it will adjust. So I'm all the way down at 2000, and if I click up, it will go up by 100 RPMs on every single click. So I've now clicked it up 10 times and I'm at 3000 RPMs. So this is how you will adjust your launch control setting and what it rests at. All right, what's up guys? It is actually the next day and I am in my garage. It was a little hard to get some footage at IE. It was just super hectic. It was kind of the end of the day, so everybody was kind of wrapping up, doing their thing. Carter and Mike and Cody. Those were the guys that were helping me there. They were incredible, super helpful, and the hospitality was just 10 out of 10 there. They took great care of me. But yeah, it was just kind of hard to get footage while learning from them on what was happening to my car, and I was trying to retain as much info about what the actual tune was doing. And Carter was incredible. He took great care of me, brought me in, he showed me some dyno numbers of this tune. So that was super rad, and we'll talk about that throughout this video. I wanted to show you guys today because I didn't quite get to finish filming there at IE, but I want to show you what it looks like to tune your transmission, because I showed you the stage 1 tune for the ECU, and included with the stage 1 ECU tune is a stage 1 transmission tune, and that will flash at the exact same time. So those steps I showed you, check all the boxes, and then your tune will flash. So when you choose to flash that stage 1 tune, it will flash your engine tune first, and then it will flash the transmission tune right after. Hey, what's up fellas? It's me. I'm in the future. I'm sitting here in my office. I want to verify a couple things real quick because in this video there was a little bit of a miscommunication, which is okay. I just want to make sure that you guys are getting the correct info. So I do talk about how you need the stage 2 TCU tune for the rolling anti-lag and advanced launch control, and that is false. I was corrected by Carter IE. The rolling anti-lag and the advanced launch control is purely connected with your ECU tune. So that allows for even the cars with the locked transmissions that are not able to be flashed, you can still have these features because it's purely connected with your ECU and not your TCU. So that's super rad. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. You do not need the stage 2 transmission tune. You don't need any transmission. So no matter what ECU tune you're on from IE, you too can get these features. But for me, in my case, I was flashing a stage 2 TCU transmission tune for the new advanced launch control and the rolling anti-lag, which is something that I was not aware that I was getting, which I can't wait to show you guys today. I have to flash that as a separate tune again, but it goes much quicker because you've already flashed the stage 1 base map for your transmission and engine. Anyway, what I'm gonna get to is I will show you my screen here, but you're gonna do the exact same thing that I showed you. So you're gonna check all these boxes off, make sure that your battery is 20% or higher, all the stuff that I showed you. You will have all these tabs. It goes stock, and then you have the unlock test, which I was talking about before in one of the clips. That is very important, and you do need to do that. And then you have stage 2, stage 2 plus, and stage 3 for your TCU tunes. So the tune that I flashed for my transmission was a stage 2 regular flash tune. So stage 2, it's only one option, should be 699 credits, and that's the one that you'll do. And you flash that the exact same way that you flash the engine tune. Check all the boxes, make sure your car's all hooked up, and then it'll flash that tune as well. So you kind of heard me just mention it. When I was first introduced to this new transmission tune coming out for the B9 platform, I was told that it was an advanced launch control. Now, when I got to IE, that is the case. I'm not deferring from that. But when I got to IE and I started talking to Carter, which is one of the main developers and code writers for this platform, like he was the one who wrote this, it actually comes with rolling anti-lag, legit rolling anti-lag that you can set at any RPM greater than 2,500 RPMs. So if you're rolling in second gear at 3,500 RPMs, you can enable rolling anti-lag and wait a few seconds, build your boost, and just rip. It is insane. It is so insane. And I will show you some raw driving clips of that anti-lag here. So the way that you enable this rolling anti-lag, let me actually kind of show you in depth. So both the advanced launch control and the rolling anti-lag, everything is controlled through your cruise control stock. So the way the anti-lag works on the cruise control stock is you have a full click back, okay? And then you have a half click forward and then it will reset to the middle, and then you have a half click back that will reset to the middle. And the way that you enable the anti-lag is by holding it at the half click back. Okay, see how it resets when I let go? So don't go all the way there where it'll stay, but if this is the middle and you hold it at a half click back. So you're in second gear at like 3,500 RPMs, you will press this back, half click, hold it with your fingers, and simultaneously you will give it full throttle. The anti-lag will hold your RPMs there. You will build full boost, and then as soon as you let go of the cruise control stock, you will full throttle and it will just take off, and it is the most fun experience you can possibly have. But it's kind of hard to get used to, I'm not gonna lie. Like even when I was driving with Carter on my test drives, it's hard because it'll take off and you're gonna wanna push this back all the way. So you kind of gotta get a feel for it, but it's just a half click back and you hold it there with your finger. All right guys, so we are out for a little rip right now because I wanna talk about this thing while we're driving so you can actually see me driving it and we can talk some numbers. So Carter, the main rider that I had been working with at IE, showed me the dyno sheet for this exact tune, map and everything on a B9 S4. It made 353 horsepower and 475 foot-pounds of torque. That is insane. I think social media has kind of ruined horsepower numbers because kids now think that 1,000 horsepower is the only thing that's fast. But if you've ever driven a car with numbers like 350 and 475 foot-pounds of torque, that is a fast car. Like, I don't care who you are, that is a quick car. And this thing shows it too. It absolutely rips. Also, me from the future, it's been a couple days since I've had this. Just 10 out of 10 experience rolling anti-lag and the launch control. The launch control is insane. It hits so hard. But yeah, absolutely love it. I've had no problems. Put it in comfort mode. It's still a perfect daily driver. Right, honestly, it drives like stock. So yeah, anyway, I cannot recommend this enough. Anyway, I don't want to keep yapping for too long. I don't want to make this a really long video with just me absolutely smiling ear to ear driving this thing. But all I can say is the biggest difference is the turbo spooling is so fast now, like so fast. It's crazy the difference. And I do think obviously having the IE intake, oh, listen to those downshifts. Ooh, so crispy. Having the IE intake with the inlet and a full exhaust really allows for some pass through, so that turbo just absolutely rips. Also, as you could kind of hear in those downshifts, the transmission tune is so snappy now. This thing feels like a PDK, I would say. I'm just kidding, obviously I'm exaggerating, but it feels so good. And even in regular sport, the transmission shifts so good. The shift points are obviously updated and changed with the tune, and they are just perfection. I cannot judge them poorly. All I wanted from this car was to be like a fast daily driver, and that's exactly what this is. I'll give you a little baby pull. I think I'm all clear. We're doing like 35, second gear. Oh my God. Oh, I just closed the gap on that car in front of me literally in a heartbeat. It is so fast. I tell you what though, this is what I'll never get over. Oh, dude, rolling anti-lag is the craziest feeling ever. Oh, it's so wild. I never thought I'd own a car with something like this. Oh, dude, it's so nuts. Anyway, like I said, I want to shorten up this video a little so you're not just listening to me yap and drive. But if you guys want more raw driving content, I would be so stoked to make that for you. So if that is something that you want, please let me know down below. Thank you guys for watching today. This has been a blast. Working with IE was incredible. I cannot thank them enough for this wonderful opportunity. And I really think this is a game-changing moment for the B9 platform. Having the new features like rolling anti-lag and the advanced launch control, nobody on the market is offering anything like that. So they have that in the bag. And I think that just proves why they are the best option on tuning your vehicle. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents. You don't have to take it from me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm so stoked to make content on this platform. It's been so fun. I love this car. I thought I was gonna own this car for a couple months. I'm kind of falling in love with it, as I would say, but we'll see. Anyway, I love where it's sitting. And next is hopefully some wheels and maybe make this thing look good. So if you guys have any recommendations on lips, diffusers, you know, all the carbon, let me know down below. I'm really trying to find something for the B9.5. There's so many options for the B9, but not for mine. So anyway, thank you guys. Peace out. I'll see you in the next video.